Guild Wars 2 Living World Episode 6 is out, so you need to get into it. Every new episode that is released continues and expands the ongoing saga and world of Guild Wars 2, which is why they call it a living world. New story is added to extend the lore of the world, new zones are added to extend the land, new mounts are added to explore the new zones with new approaches, new weapons or armor are added so you can beat up the new things that populate the new places in new ways. Now let's check out the newest Guild Wars 2 episode, War Eternal. If you haven't played Guild Wars 2 yet, or if you came in the middle of the story, here's a quick catch-up. You are the Commander, a name you got from your time leading an alliance known as the Pact. And while you now work outside of the Pact's chain of command, you and your allies have taken on the task of protecting the land of Tyria from all the evil that has threatened it, and there's been a lot of evil. On top of murderous villains, undead tyrants, and a rogue god, the people of Tyria have had to deal with big-ass evil elder dragons eating everything, or destroying anything they want, and then eating it. In War Eternal, you and your allies are reeling from an apparent defeat at the claws of one of the worst of these elder dragons, Kralkatorrik. In the last Living World episode, All or Nothing, you and your allies, a group made up of all the races on Tyria, played by an amazing cast of voice actors, have planned what was supposed to be the final fight against Kralkatorrik, in which you use your friend Aurene, a cute little blue dragon who is the granddaughter of Kralkatorrik, to exploit his weaknesses. Kralkatorrik is powered by crystalline resonance, and it can be used to destroy him, like using Reiki healing as a weapon. Aurene has the same frequency as her grandfather and can get through his crusty purple crystal that makes him invulnerable. If you played the last episode, you definitely don't need to be told that the story just took a turn for the what the hell do we do now, but if you didn't, just know that Aurene was predicting her own death at the hands of Kralkatorrik for some time and, well, she was right. After an epic fight that you need to play through if you haven't, all the plans, all the preparation, all the sacrifices that you and the allies have made seem to come to an end in a flash of purple and white dragon breath energy stuff, finalizing with a cute little blue crystal dragon who looks way too crystallish to be healthy. This episode opens with Kralkatorrik running from the last fight because Aurene really did get through his gruff exterior, revealing the purple coward beneath. He isn't out of the fight yet, though. He opens a portal and travels into a magic realm between realms known as the Mists, and you follow him to hopefully end this fight for good. The Guild Wars 2 story is definitely what pulled me in, and after last episode's ending, I desperately needed to get back to finish it. But ArenaNet doesn't stop with just adding story to each episode. They release additional new content like zones and fractals, what Guild Wars calls instances, as well as gear and mounts that sometimes have their own storylines to discover. The new zone in this episode is called Dragonfall. It's a mashup of land masses that were floating peacefully through the mists until Kralkatorrik literally knocked them into another world, and they crash together, making an island mismatch of different biomes. Magic jungles full of magic creatures who want to kill you, purple crystal areas full of purple crystal creatures who want to kill you, and fiery forests full of fiery creatures who want to kill you. It's a whole bunch of fun. Also, the ArenaNet team definitely flexes on building immersive landscapes. Just look at this stuff. The new mount in this episode is called the Skyscale, and it's a freaking dragon. I named mine Schnookums. With the new mounts in Guild Wars, you can learn additional skills and abilities that will add to or completely change the way you move around Tyria. For instance, the Skyscale can obviously glide through the air and gain altitude by flapping its wings because it's a freaking dragon, but this is the first mount in Guild Wars that can hover. It can also do sweet tricks like a barrel roll, and if you need to take a breather, the Skyscale can just grab some wall and chill out until you recharge your energy and are ready to get back out there flying again. To get your own Schnookums, you'll get to have an adventure going through each step of the Skyscale's rearing, and at the end, get to fly off with your own. The new legendary weapon that was added in War Eternal is a greatsword called Exordium. It's a shape-shifting blade, meaning that its appearance shifts based on the attack you are using. For example, it becomes a scythe if you're doing a sweep attack, and will turn into an ion cannon for a beam attack. It's a weapon for those who like to have the right tool for each job, but don't want to actually get a different tool for each job. If you're a veteran of Guild Wars 2 who hasn't played in a while, or you've never heard of it before, the game is great to just pick up and go. If you don't want to play alone, the active community is one of the best parts of the game. As always, big shout out to my guild VIP. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you from the back of Schnookums.